Are you thinking of moving to Tennessee in 2023? Are you ready to take a leap of faith and move to the beautiful Volunteer State this year? Well, there are some very important things that you need to know before you do. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 23 things that you need to know before moving to Tennessee in 2023, so stay tuned. Welcome to Tennessee, everyone. My name is Brenna, and I'm a realtor with Simply Home in the Middle Tennessee area. I'm here to answer any or all questions that you may have about living in Tennessee, so be sure to reach out to me and be sure to subscribe because I post weekly. Before I jump into the video, I really want to thank all of the people who reached out to me last year and trusted me with their move to Tennessee. It really means so much to me that I've gotten so much support on this channel. It's grown in ways that I couldn't even imagine when I first started it. So thank you for supporting me and this channel. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. The first thing you should know before moving to Tennessee in 2023 is that Tennessee is a very popular state. Let's talk about why. From 2020 to 2021, Tennessee was among the top 10 states which saw the highest total population growth. Many people are moving to Tennessee for many different reasons. It could be a lifestyle change, for cost of living reasons, for a new job to get closer to family, or for retirement. If you fall into one of those buckets, you should know that Tennessee is a rapidly growing state with people just like you moving to the state every day. Ranking as the 16th most populous state, Tennessee has around 7.2 million residents as of 2022. Tennessee's population is projected to grow by nearly 1 million people by 2040. An increase in the senior population is expected to push the retirement age individuals in Tennessee from 1.18 million residents in 2020 to 1.65 million in 2070, a nearly 40% increase. Furthermore, the state's 78 rural counties are expected to add 225,000 new residents, an 8.9% increase. On the other hand, urban counties are projected to add about 765,000 residents, an increase of around 17.5%. As Tennessee grows, the job market continues to heat up. Nashville in particular has the fourth strongest economy in America as of right now, which is incredibly exciting for Nashville and for Tennessee as a whole. Nashville is a hub for medical jobs because we have Vanderbilt, HCA Healthcare, and St. Thomas Medical Center. We also have quite a few distribution centers all across the state, including Amazon, FedEx, Under Armour, Nike, and many more well-known brands. Most salaries range from $37,000 to $67,000, depending on the occupation here in Tennessee. The cities with the highest average salaries include Nashville, Brentwood, and Memphis. Speaking of the job market, another thing that you should know about is about Tennessee's unemployment rate. As of March of 2023, the national unemployment rate is around 3.5%, which Tennessee's unemployment rate is just under this at 3.4%. The long-term average unemployment rate sits around 6.3%, so currently unemployment is very low for the state. Recently, Tennessee employers have added more than 6,400 new jobs, with a large increase in accommodations and food services, as well as transportation and warehousing. One thing you may not know about Tennessee is how close we are to other major cities. We have immediate access to 8 interstate highways reaching 60% of the U.S. population within an 11-hour drive or less. Tennessee borders 8 different states: Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Arkansas, and Missouri. So really, when you think about it, Tennessee is a very convenient state to be located in. Tennessee ranks as the 6th lowest state for cost of living. With cost of living and inflation on the rise, it's very important to consider what states have a cheaper cost of living index than others. In Tennessee, cost of living as a whole is 10% cheaper than the national average. Additionally, healthcare costs are on average 9% lower than the national average. Although in recent years in Tennessee, prices have risen for a lot of things, factors like no state income tax and low property taxes keep Tennessee pretty affordable. Speaking of no state income tax, Tennessee is among the 8 states in the U.S. that does not have a personal income state tax. This makes Tennessee a very tax-friendly state to live in. Analysis from the Tax Foundation shows states without income tax grew at twice the national rate over the past decade. This tax benefit has brought many new residents to the area in recent years and is one of the reasons for the big population boom that we've experienced here. On average, this benefit will save you around $2,000 per year. All right, next, let's talk about Tennessee's real estate market, which has seen a lot of changes in recent years. In 2020 and 2021, we saw a massive increase in sales due to the low interest rates and increase in residents moving here. During the latter half of last year, we saw the market cool off a little bit and it became more of a buyer's market. Homes are now selling in 30 days instead of 2 days like they did before. This means as a buyer in the Tennessee market, you get a little bit more liberties than you did before. We're seeing buyers getting closing costs covered, getting sellers to repair items, and home sale contingencies are more likely to be accepted in this market. According to the MLS data, Middle Tennessee has seen a 15% increase in sales price in the last year. Compared to April of last year, Tennessee's median sales price went up by almost 2%, and the number of homes for sale went up by 25%. Additionally, our month supply has increased by a whole month, taking us to a 3-month supply currently, which is still considered a seller's market. Our inventory is still below pre-pandemic levels here, so we will need a lot more homes to hit the market in order for the Tennessee market to become a buyer's market. If you have any questions about buying a home in Tennessee, then be sure to reach out to me. You can find all of my contact information in the description down below. Next, let's talk about property taxes here in Tennessee. Tennessee has some of the lowest property taxes in the United States. Data from 2022 had Tennessee's average effective property tax rate at 0.71%, ranking Tennessee as the 15th for lowest property taxes, with the average resident paying around $1,548 for property taxes yearly. To calculate your property taxes, you will need to multiply the appraised value by the assessed value ratio, then multiply it by the tax rate. Each county will set their own property tax rate, and if you are within city limits, you will pay an additional city tax in addition to your county tax. Be sure to pay your property taxes by February 28th to avoid paying a late penalty. Schools are a very important factor to consider when deciding on where to live. Tennessee has more than 1,700 public schools and 600 private schools throughout the state. Here is a list of the top 5 best elementary, middle, and high schools in the state according to greatschools.org. Shelby, Davidson, and Knox County have the largest school districts in the state. Williamson County is ranked as one of the top school districts in the state as well. If you're moving to Tennessee in between school seasons, you're probably moving in the summertime, which is when the Tennessee heat really kicks in. Late May through August, you can expect temperatures in the 90s with high humidity, which really adds to that summer heat. Summertime is a great time to get out in the water so you can go boating, kayaking, swimming. There are so many things to do that are water related in the summertime here in Tennessee. I can make a video all about that if you would like. So one thing I suggest for potential new residents to do is to come down to Tennessee during peak heat season, so I would say July or August, and see if you can withstand the Tennessee summer heat. On the other hand, Tennessee winters can be very chilly. From December to March, temperatures are typically in the 40 to 50 degree Fahrenheit range, but we do get some days where temperatures are in the teens. We get cold, rainy winters with little snowfall. My personal advice is to not go out on snow days here in Tennessee. There's a lot of drivers who are not used to driving out in the snow, so it's just safer to stay home if possible. The fall and winter seasons here in Tennessee are by far my favorite times of year. They are absolutely gorgeous. With all of the blooming flowers in the spring and the changing of leaves in the fall, many residents of Tennessee will suffer from seasonal allergies. Since we have so much lush greenery, we have a ton of pollen in the air, which is something to be mindful of. If you are susceptible to allergies or have asthma, just know that moving to Tennessee can worsen these symptoms. Eventually, as you spend more time in Tennessee, your body does typically get used to the seasonal allergies. Another thing that you should know about before moving to Tennessee is about our firearm laws. As of June of 2021, an adult can carry a handgun openly or concealed in Tennessee without a permit. You must be 21 years old or 18 years old if you have been honorably discharged from active duty in order to carry. If you would like to file for a handgun permit here in Tennessee, there is reciprocity for many other states. Take a look at this chart for reference. You should also know about Tennessee's politics before moving here. Tennessee has a strong history of being a majority Republican state. In the last election, the majority of voters voted Republican with only a few blue counties. The current governor is Bill Lee, who is a 7th-generation Tennessean and the 50th governor of Tennessee. All right, so let's now talk about Tennessee's healthcare options. Luckily, we have top-notch hospitals located here in Tennessee. In the Nashville area, we have Vanderbilt Health, which is ranked as the top hospital in the state. It is also ranked nationally 9th for adult specialties and 10th for children's specialties. Even if you don't have access to the top hospital in the state, most Tennessee cities have some form of medical center or hospital to choose from. In Knoxville, you have UT Medical Center, which ranks as the top hospital in the Eastern Tennessee region. Speaking of UT and Vanderbilt, let's talk about some of the university options that we have here in Tennessee. Some of the top-ranking colleges include Belmont University, Lipscomb, University of Memphis, University of Tennessee in both Knoxville and Chattanooga, and of course, Vanderbilt. The Tennessee Promise Scholarship is a great program that allows Tennessee high schoolers to have free college for 2 years upon graduation. The Tennessee Promise program works with the 37 community colleges that we have here, and is just a huge added bonus for those who are graduating high school. Dollywood, the Grand Ole Opry, Graceland, and the Country Music Hall of Fame are just some of the attractions that we have here in Tennessee. Tennessee has a thriving tourism economy in major cities like Nashville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and Memphis. In 2021, Tennessee tourism broke the national domestic travel spending, generating $24.2 billion. Even the smaller towns in Tennessee have attractions that you can visit. If you're looking for a state filled with historic small towns that honor Tennessee culture and traditions, then the Volunteer State may just be right for you. I actually did a video all about the top 10 best small towns in Tennessee, so if you're interested in moving to a smaller town in Tennessee, then check that video out. I've also done quite a few videos on Tennessee's major cities, including Nashville, Knoxville, Chattanooga, and Memphis. Nashville is the state capital and is known for its music scene. Memphis is famous for its barbecue and blues music. Knoxville is home to the University of Tennessee and has a thriving downtown area. And Chattanooga is located in southeast Tennessee and is known for its hiking and rock climbing. As we see these major cities grow, we also experience more traffic in these cities and other smaller towns in Tennessee. We have already seen an increase in traffic across the state, which means infrastructure needs to catch up with our rising population. Many cities have focused on lane widening projects, including Murfreesboro, the city that I live in. Many cities are adding HOV lanes and more bus routes in order to reduce traffic. In my opinion, traffic is not nearly as bad here in Tennessee when compared to cities like LA or Atlanta, but if you are expecting to have no traffic here in Tennessee, then that is just not the case. If you are moving to Tennessee, then you can expect to eat well because we have major food scenes all across the state. You wouldn't be surprised to know that Southern cooking is a huge thing here in Tennessee. Nashville is known for their hot chicken joints like Hattie B's and Prince's Hot Chicken. Tennessee is also very well known for its barbecue. In fact, we have a whole style of barbecue, which is called Memphis style barbecue, which is slow cooked in a pit and is described as tangy and thin. The food scenes in both Memphis and Nashville are very well known, but you can also find amazing restaurants in some of the smaller towns and more local joints here in Tennessee. The final thing that you should know about before moving to Tennessee in 2023 is that community is very important to us here in Tennessee. Southern hospitality is our culture, and we provide support to our community through churches, through volunteering, and just helping out your neighbor. One of the reasons why I love living in Tennessee so much is the people and also the sense of community that we have here. Are you thinking of moving to Tennessee? Let me know in the comment section down below where you're from and why you're considering the move. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.